And with only hours to spare, late this afternoon, the House of Representatives passing a funding bill that keeps the government open, very likely avoiding a government shutdown just days before Christmas.
Now that bill goes to the Senate now, where it's very likely to pass. If that happens, it will then head to the president's desk to be signed into law. Let's get straight to News 4 Tucson's political specialist, Eric Fink. He's at Tucson International Airport, where he talked to passengers getting on flights today for Christmas. And Eric, I imagine there are people where you are happy to hear about this vote tonight. I know you talked to a member of our military. What did he tell you?
Yeah, Sean, that service member is a military inspector down at Fort Huachuca in Sierra Vista. He is very relieved tonight that the House passed this this bill to avoid a government shutdown, because if the government shut down starting tomorrow morning, there's a likelihood that this man, right before Christmas, would have missed his final paycheck of 2024. Now, this bill funds the government through mid-March. It provides $100 million in disaster relief, some of that going to farmers affected by Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton in the southeast. It does not raise the debt ceiling, but it does provide some relief to passengers here at TIA getting on flights just before Christmas. Now, TSA, 59,000 TSA agents are essential workers. TSA expects to screen 40 million passengers between now and January 2nd. Almost 60,000 are considered essential. They would have stayed on the job without getting paid had there been a shutdown, although they would have gotten back pay. Now, if the Senate passes this bill a little later this evening, national parks, including Saguaro National Park and the Grand Canyon, will stay open through the holidays, and that will excite many visitors who didn't want a shutdown to force them to change their holiday plans. Now, as we said at the top, I spoke to a Fort Huachuca military instructor who says he was concerned, but he wasn't going to let this uncertainty ruin his holiday.
It's always frustrating. But at this point, the unfortunate fact is it's almost become a new normal. I occasionally wish that some folks would get along better, but at this point, this is not my first rodeo. So we've been through this before, and we've always come out. So I think that
down to the wire in D.C., but it looks like we will avoid a government shutdown just days before Christmas. The Senate is expected to take up this bill a little later this evening. President Biden will then get that bill. He has signaled that he is in favor of it and will sign it if and when it gets to his desk. We're live tonight at TIA. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.